Joining me to talk about this, Alexandria's parents, John and Joanne Lowitzer. First off, guys, I cannot imagine what you're going through these 3 weeks. Must be such a nightmare. How are you guys holding up?
It's pretty tough. It's pretty horrific. The whole ordeal. Everything's been pretty day to day. Virtual roller coaster ride, emotionally and physically. It's very draining.
Joanne, how about you? How you doing?
About the same. I just try to keep positive and know that she's going to come home.
Yeah. You have to keep the faith at this point. John, Allie was last seen April 26th, leaving the bus. Who was the last person to see her? What did they say to you?
Well, I guess the last person to actually see her would probably be somebody on the bus, which would have been one of the 3 boys that got off the bus with her at the same time. We've talked to those 3 boys, and she was going to head on up to work as soon as she got off the bus, and they started walking on home. And she kind of lingered behind a little bit, obviously so, because she was going to walk up to work, and that's the last anybody seen of her.
And that's it. Joanne, when did you talk to her? You talked to her, what, close to 3 o'clock that afternoon, is that right?
It was about 2:30. It was after her last class, before she got onto the bus, and I was checking to see how her day was and what her plan was, if she was going to walk to work. But she normally doesn't walk to work, and she just didn't have a ride today, or that day. And she said that she was going to walk to work and pick up her paycheck, and then she would let me know if she's going to work.
So, Joanne, when did you know something was wrong? So you're under that assumption she's going to go to the burger joint she worked.
Yeah.
I mean, how did those hours unfold?
Well, when I didn't hear from her about 6 o'clock, I had a little feeling that I would usually have heard from her, saying I'm going to work, pick me up just after 9, and so I sent her a text and say you're at work, what time do you get off? Let me know so I can plan to come get you. And I did that probably about 3 times till about 9 o'clock, and I didn't ever hear anything back from her. And as it got closer to about 9 o'clock is when I really started getting worried, because 6 or 7, I figured she's really busy because she cooks. And I figured, well, she's really busy cooking, or her phone died or something. And so a little after 9 o'clock, when I knew that they were getting ready to close, I drove up there, and the place was completely closed already. There wasn't anybody inside cleaning as normal. Just everybody was gone.
And then I'm sure it was just horror at that point.
It was.
John, was there any red flags? Had her behavior changed at all? Was there maybe a boyfriend in the picture? Anything as of late that would have been basically a red flag for you?
No, she had actually been doing very well. I was watching the footage from the bus, and she was texting people and laughing and joking, and she was in a good mood. She was having some good days. She was kind of on an up, I guess, for lack of a better term. But there was no signs of anything. There were no major fights or anything like that. Nothing, that would make somebody just up and leave.
Joanne, I know that police are working with you. It's still being considered a runaway. We know homicide detectives are in, so there's more attention to this case. And I know you also, are you still texting Allie every night? And if so, what do you write on those texts?
I just tell her that
Gosh, we're sorry. Our heart breaks right with you. And we'll keep following this. Please keep us updated. Joanne and John, we can only imagine what you write in those texts, and I know you're waiting for that call or that text back that she's okay, and we'll pray right along with you. Guys, thank you so much.